Okay, now
we
it's
go.
good.
So day 2 on the floor, end of TGS. Another exhausting day, as you can imagine. Today we started a little bit later, and I had a couple of meetings already. It was quite good, actually. I spoke to Peter Molyneux about Fable 2, so that content's going to go up on the web soon. And you will have already seen the Bungie interview, I'm assuming. That was a great interview with the guys from Bungie talking about their latest release, which is Halo 3 Recon, and also talking just in general about what they think about the game show. So, another great day of wandering aimlessly, and I mean aimlessly, through the chaos. Blings and booms, and God, if you've got a migraine sensitivity, I would not recommend coming to Tokyo Game Show. I saw a hell of a lot today, and I spoke with a hell of a lot of people. So I've told you about the Bungie video, I've told you about Peter Molyneux as well. Unfortunately, Rare were too hungover to speak with me. They just didn't turn up for the interview. Nice, professional. But I also spoke with some other folks that you're going to see later on. My favorite one was a guy from Hudson. Hudson do some pretty mad games, and this particular one was great. I spent quite a lot of time on it. It's called Job Hunter. It's actually coming out in the UK. It's coming out in Europe before it's coming out in the US, which is great. It's coming out next March. And you've got a variety of things that you can try. You can become a lion tamer, you can become a dentist, you can become a weightlifter. It's on the Wii. Expect that one. It's really quite mad. You can become a shelf stacker. There's 50 jobs that you can do. There's a career fair. It's really quite odd. There's a whole lot of odd stuff actually here at TGS. For example, stay there. Really quite like the look of this. That was quite funny. Girls, girls, girls. This is not an unusual thing to see on the floor. Couldn't actually understand what it was because it was all in Japanese. So there's things like this everywhere. But you've also got things like Cooking Mama. Taito's stage was utterly dominated by Cooking Mama. And Cooking Mama, of course, the simulation game on the Wii and also on the DS, where you actually, I suppose it's a bit like Parappa the Rapper. Anyway, absolutely massive. Phoenix Wright 3 on the Capcom stand was massive. There was massive, massive queues. Again, same kind of thing that you would expect from the other Phoenix Wrights, just, I don't know, a different story, a new case, God only knows. Also of note, speaking of hunters, I had to go on Monster Hunter because after all everybody kept telling me about it. I had an interview with somebody. Unfortunately it wasn't a great interview, so that's not going up on the web. But basically what I found out is you play locally, networked on PSPs in particular. It was actually released on the PlayStation, I didn't realize this. You play locally, so networked on the PSPs. Very much like WoW, where you raid, you go after a big game, you kill it, you hack it up, and you wear it or you cook it on a fire. It's really quite strange, but quite a good fun. And somebody on the blog asked to find out if it was going to be online. This version, yes, on the Wii, is in fact going to be completely online, so you can expect to see that. They're not sure about a UK release, and nobody's really sure 100% why it is that Monster Hunter didn't do so well in anywhere outside of Japan. So I'm actually going to be asking the guy who created it if he can give me a little bit more information on that. So that's coming up later. God, then what else? I stood in a queue for Silent Hill Homecoming for about 45 minutes. Finally got fed up, so I'm sorry, I don't have anything on that. But it looked really creepy. Quite nice and gory and gruesome. Metal Gear Solid Online, there were loads and loads of people playing that. Kind of like Call of Duty 4. It was really strange that it didn't look particularly like a Metal Gear Solid game. Mirror's Edge looked absolutely beautiful. Extreme parkour, I had no idea about it. A bit of fisticuffs. Slightly nauseating in terms of sort of physical, just too much of this and that and the other. But it was good. The Capcom stage, the Capcom area was definitely the bit that captured the most attention and certainly had the most stuff that people actually wanted to get their hands on. Also, brilliant peripherals. Broomstick that you sit on and you wiggle your bum. Apparently it's quite phallic. I'm not making any judgments whatsoever. A monkey bike, you know, the mini bikes that you sit on, you do all that. So that was also out. Did you get that? Yeah, did
really?
That. Sega Tap, that's the monkey bike as well. Actually, it's also the broomstick peripheral. Anyway, Sega Tap, which is basically you stick this little contraption on top of, I don't know, a cardboard box, the box that it came in, and you tap away like that. And the vibrations are enough that it actually makes something happen on the game. Who knows if that's going to be anything at the minute. It could be, you know, as revolutionary as the Wiimote. I think it's going to cost a lot more RSI. Not 100% sure about that, but people who were there looked like they were having a lot of fun. Tomorrow, back at the game show, it's the first day of Consumer Day. So I'm glad that I got as much in as I possibly could, because I do not expect to get anywhere near any games tomorrow. It's going to be more about the culture tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the cosplay, as I said. But yeah, so that's what tomorrow's got in store for you. Keep watching. Thank you very much. And yeah, there's going to be more content online. If there's anything else that you want me to see, sorry if it's game related, it ain't going to happen. Anywhere in Tokyo you want me to film, I've got one day only. And if you want any pictures of any particular game characters, then do let me know, and I'll see if I can do that. See you then.